Hey,
A couple of weeks ago, you might have seen when popular Twitch streamer Jason the Ween had his car stolen using this weird-looking device during an actual live stream.
The car got stolen. I'm not even trolling, bro.
Now, a lot of people accused him of faking it for views.
And the gates are open?
It's almost as if this was an inside job.
A lot of people are saying it's fake.
This is real, bro. The keys are right here.
After doing research into what device the thieves were using, I was intrigued. So I decided to track down the criminals myself using footage from his neighbor's camera, which captured the license plate of the getaway car, which gave me an address that had the same exact getaway car parked out.
that's crazy though that people could do that. And I've seen this more, it's more like prevalent in the UK. That's the only place I've ever seen it. But now that it's happening in the US, that's crazy. I don't know how long that's been happening, but I know it happens. And to stop it, you gotta like buy one of those cases where like it stops the transmission of the key from being like stolen by the person who has that thing on them.
Front. And after matching the identical backpack and shoes from the security footage, I was able to identify the thief. And that identity
Damn.
confirmed for sure Jason had no idea about any of this.
Bro.
And his reaction was 100% real.
They stole your car.
Because the thief was none other than me. By the way, he still has no idea it was me. Well, I suppose now he does. Hi, Jason! And this means his car was just one of 500,000 cars that are stolen every year using the same method you might have seen in clips like this and this, where thieves are coming up to doors with these weird things.
Oh my God, he has that device.
So we reverse engineered the ultimate car theft device using just a couple $100s worth of parts slapped into a 20-year-old baby monitor. And along the way, we discovered a super simple trick that costs literally a penny that will not only protect you from our ultimate car theft device, but from every single one of these as well. Oh, and
Bro, isn't it insane that your car can be stolen with something that was made with a couple $100s?
And Jason, if you're watching this video right now, in a bit of a bad news first approach, after we pretend stole your car and left it parked on the street, these guys came by and for real stole your car.
You got fully space for
Which took us down a deep rabbit hole of why a car is
That's
stolen every
crazy.
48 seconds in America, who's behind this, and what they do with all these stolen cars.
Stealing a stolen
My
car.
descent into a fleeting life of crime started when I first noticed this video online, which I originally thought was fake. But after a very brief amount of research, I realized it was in fact very real and nowhere near an isolated incident, because across the world, this technique is used to steal a car once every single minute. Now granted, some of those thefts are smoother than others, but this technique is so effective that even if you smash through one gate, then hit a tree, then hit another tree, and smash through another gate, you'll still be able to make a clean getaway.
That's
So we analyzed
crazy.
Every single video
A
we could find
Bentley
online to see if we
too.
could pick up some clues. And what we learned is it always involves two people, where one stays by the car and the other comes up to the front of the house with some kind of electronic device. But what made it so effective is it took an average of only 30 seconds to steal the car without a single car alarm ever being triggered. And this was a far cry from what a lot of people envision when it comes to stealing a car. Because in Hollywood, all you gotta do is use a thin piece of metal with a hook at the end called a Slim Jim,
Always wanted to do this.
which you slide in here, then hook this part of the lock and push down, which rocks this teeter-totter thing, which pushes up on this rod to unlock the door. And once you're inside, you simply reach underneath, rip out a bunch of wires, and if you connect the right ones, congratulations, you have successfully hot-wired a car. I'm so hardcore. But unfortunately for
And I used to see that like in a lot of like movies. And I'd wonder like, is this real or is this cinema? Hey, turns out it's real. Even old cars are not safe. Bro,
car thieves in the 90s, automakers added metal shielding above the latch mechanisms to block the slim jim
That's
attacks.
smart.
And when simple ignition wires were replaced with a sophisticated ECU computer to control the engine, hot wiring became obsolete. But car thieves weren't about to take an early retirement, so a few years later, if you just got yourself some locksmith tools off Amazon for $21, you could bypass the door lock security measures entirely by inflating a little airbag, giving you just enough room to slide in what is effectively a beefed up coat hanger to simply manually pop the lock from inside. That was like 20 seconds. Then once you're inside, in the case of Kias made between 2011 and 2022, you just remove 3 screws, pop off the steering column cover, snap off the ignition cylinder, then slide the reverse end of your charging cable right onto that little metal hub. The simple turn.
No! What the hell?
And I should point
That's
out,
simple?
the bad guys already know all this. So the main purpose of this video is to educate the good guys, AKA you.
Why don't they
The
fix
security
that,
through
though?
obscurity is one of the weakest forms there is. So if you own a Kia made between 2011 and 2022, just make sure you have the latest free software update from the dealer, because that will stop the car from starting unless the doors were recently unlocked by the key fob. As you'd expect, there's sort of a constant arms race between car thieves and car makers. So for modern cars, after it's locked with the key fob, if you manually unlock or open the door from the inside, the alarm will go off and immobilize the car even if you did manage to make
That's
it. And the other
smart.
engine starting hacks no longer work either, which meant I need to rely on more modern techniques. AKA, I need to get my hands on one of those looping electronic devices. But since that's not exactly something you could just go pick up at your local Best Buy, I would need to venture into some pretty sketchy corners of the dark web. And out of everyone here at Crunch Labs, there's exactly only one person with extensive experience crawling around the internet's seedy digital underbelly.
Hey, Mark. Can I help you with something?
Ian, what even is the dark web?
Hey, but you know what? Like, you always think like people who are on the dark web are like these scary people who look like this and that. Nah, it's just people like him. Those are the people who know how to navigate the dark web. It's not what you think. It's people who look exactly like this. That's what's insane about it.
An encrypted version of the internet that you access through a special browser called Tor.
And like, you have Tor?
Tor browser.
And Ian did not disappoint, because 12 minutes later, we found a website ran by a dude named Dimitri who claimed for the low price of $12,000 worth of Bitcoin, we could have our very own car stealing device, which was apparently called a relay attack. But this raised a lot of thorny legal questions, which was a problem for Crunch Labs lawyer Bill. Find a device that could mimic anybody's key for any car. Is that legal?
Can you like tell me a little bit more about this device?
Not really.
You can't use it to steal a car, but technically you can own it.
That would be legal.
Why do you even?
Thanks, Bill. And with that great news in hand, I immediately connected with Dimitri on Telegram, and the following conversation actually occurred. Hello.
Yes. Just have to go over a few things, okay?
Okay.
How old were you when you were first born?
What?
What?
I'm 0.
What?
I don't understand the question.
Okay.
Hey, bro said it like he can be born for the second time or third time. What do you mean? How old was I when I was born for the first time? Oh, I get it now. He's probably talking about like how old was he when he got into this life, like a life of crime. That's when you're born. Hey, correct me if I'm wrong. Do put that in the comments. Maybe I'm wrong. I think that's what he means. And have you ever had your car stolen? Like, was it by this? If you've ever experienced this, put that in the comments too.
Don't worry. How many years in your 30s?
Are you trying to figure out my age?
No. Answer the question. How many years have you been involved with the United States government?
I don't work for the government. 0.
What is your security research company name?
What?
Will your commanding officer going to say when this is a scam?
I don't have one. I'm just a dude. I'm trying to buy this thing from you.
Да, смешно. Just a dude, huh? Final answer?
Yes, that's my final answer. What? I assumed that meant he thought I was the feds and we were back to square one. But then a few days later, I got this message from him with just a crypto wallet and the address I wanted it shipped to. So obviously, I immediately owed him $12,000 in crypto, and just this morning, this arrived.
12K!
I was excited to assume the mantle of dark web MKBHD, beautiful camo bag. I then remembered, should probably be careful with this. I had no idea what was actually in this thing, and it could be much worse than a glitter bomb. This is kind of nerve-wracking. Okay. At least something works. But instead of glitter and fart spray, I was greeted with all the promised equipment and even bullet-pointed instructions. It's an interesting choice. So Ian and I gave it a chance to unlock a car door with a pair of keys that was just barely out of range. All right, so this is connecting that key fob to this car. And yes, at first, it gave us a bit of a scare. Bro.
Try changing your channel.
We saw that with a little finagling, it could appear to be a huge waste of 12 grand. Did you keep the receipt? Wait, until it wasn't.
All right.
But now we also have to turn the car on. This is taking way longer than the news
Yeah,
clips.
you would have been long caught, bro.
Dimitri comes through! We would be the worst.
Yeah, you'd be the worst. Like the worst. You would have been long caught by then. But hey, I guess it's your first time doing it. If you do it enough times, you get used to it and you know where to put things. You'd be flawless.
Criminals ever. There'd be like 13 police cars by now. It had taken us 7 minutes to start the car when the key was only a few feet away, whereas real thieves can pick a random suburban home and start the car in as little as 15 seconds. So we decided to run a field test and see if we could use it to steal an actual bona fide suburban car. Ready? And of course, we didn't expect to pull this off within 15 seconds, but we figured if we were able to start the car
I can see the keys.
without anyone calling the cops on us.
There's a neighbor. There's a neighbor. Just be cool.
How's it going?
You look suspicious.
Have a good one.
Then we'd chalk it up as a win. But the crucial factor was at the very least, we'd have to unlock the car.
Why isn't it working?
And at this point, I was pretty sure Dimitri had scammed us. But to understand why I was pretty sure Dimitri had scammed us, you first need to understand how a car key fob works to wirelessly and passively unlock and start a car. Because a parked car is constantly whispering out 4 times a second, "Is my key there?"
I cannot believe that cost him 12K in Bitcoin. That's an insane amount of money.
"Is my key there?" And when the key gets close enough to hear that specific whisper, it yells back, "It's me, I'm here." And if it yells the correct secret password, the car will open up and turn on. And it might seem weird that the car whispers why the key yells, but a yelling key is exactly what you want. So if you're far away, you can still deactivate the alarm or lock the doors. And a whispering car is perfect because you'd only want your car to passively unlock and turn on if the key was super close. So the way the old Russian jumpstart works is it's basically a microphone that listens for that quiet car whisper and then uses a bunch of complicated and expensive parts to transmit that whisper through the air to the...
But hey guys, where do you guys put your keys? Don't you put them in your room? I always see some people putting them in the sitting room or like hanging them up by the door. You're just calling to be robbed at that point. Keep your car keys safe. Them boys are not playing. They will take your car.
The other device, which is essentially a speaker with an antenna that uses even more complicated parts to receive and then crank up the volume of that whisper and then blast it into the house. And so when the key fob inside the house hears that familiar car whisper, it's tricked into yelling the secret password to open and start the car even though the car is really far away. And given all that, I was pretty sure at this point, either the microphone or the speaker part of Dimitri's device was essentially unusable.
Bro.
Try another channel?
Yeah.
And mere moments before we were ready to give up,
We got it.
our fortunes changed.
Thanks, Bill.
Hey, Bill, you know how you said it's not illegal to own it, you just can't use it?
Exactly.
What if you're just testing it?
Testing it to steal a car?
6 Spotify playlists here, Bill, by the way. I wouldn't have pegged you as a Swiftie.
Oh my god. Are you kidding
They
me?
took his car.
Where are you going with my car?
Get ice cream?
Yeah.
Bill, you want anything?
Yeah, what do you want, Bill? This one's on us.
That's crazy.
This tastes way better in someone else's car. Thanks, Bill. By the way, your car's in a red zone. Should probably move it. And while we technically were successful, it seemed pretty hit or miss and took about 10 times longer than everything
They
we've
gotta
seen in the
increase,
news.
like, the signal.
Like any good engineer would, we decided to make it way better, starting with the CT scan to see if we could determine what was inside without needing to open it. Just in case there was a tamper protection mechanism that would fry the motherboard if we took a peek. And through the scan, we were able to identify every component except for this one. And when we questioned Dimitri about it, he started to get really weird and threatened that if we tampered with the device in any way, it would self-destruct. And since I've always had a personal life rule to avoid working with unknown Russian-made explosives, I disposed of the package. But not all was lost, because thanks to that CT scan, we were able to reverse.
Is it that deep though? Full PPE. That's crazy. But yeah, you gotta be careful. You don't know what people are selling you on the internet. You could open that and find out like it's Novichok or something, or it's anthrax.
First engineer a blueprint to all the critical components Dimitri used in the old Moscow motor hack, and we quickly realized we were grossly overcharged because all those expensive, complicated parts in both the microphone and the speaker could be replaced with a few key components from a circa 2004 video baby monitor. Because the same camera that watches your baby sleep feeds into a transmitter board that's attached to an antenna that wirelessly transmits the video signal through the air to an antenna on the monitor, which catches those signals and processes them on a receiver board, which ports the video onto the small screen. So if we simply open both those components up and then snip them here and here, we can replace all the expensive transmitter and receiver hardware in the complicated microphone and speaker, which in hindsight would not only have saved us $11,600
What the hell?
and kept me off another FBI watch list, but we'd be left with a much simpler device that actually worked way better. With the
With a
entire
baby
process,
monitor.
from initial approach to starting the car, taking about 10 seconds. Bro.
But wouldn't people who steal cars watch this and then go do the same thing? Well, granted they know what's going on, but I'm guessing they do. One of them knows. So somebody's going to do this.
Awesome.
Which gave us an idea.
That was quick.
Yeah, we got it. Way too
Damn.
easy, Bill. Way too easy. But we didn't want to stop at just figuring out how people were stealing cars. We wanted to know what happened to them once they were stolen. So we needed to get a car truly stolen off the streets.
They
For this
ship them
experiment, we needed the
overseas,
perfect
bro.
car to sacrifice.
No,
But for the video, it would
do
be
not steal my car again.
We had to find a car that nobody would mind getting
Hey,
stolen.
bro
And of all
is
the places
done.
the perfect
He's
car
tired.
could be on a Twitch stream.
This one's for y'all. Look at this bad boy right here. Next week, we are giving away a free, yes, free 2026 Sonata.
It's a Sonata. I thought it was an Elantra.
Yeah, this is the show car, brand new one.
Despite his best efforts to sell everyone on this car,
This bad boy can take you from point A to B.
chat was
Yes,
a little
sir.
Limit W's, bro. Bro, who wants a free car? Whoever says keep it is ineligible. Y'all are ungrateful. W's, bro. US only, 18 plus, must have a driver's license.
Well, sounds like I'm eligible to win.
I keep these keys or what?
Leave them on that table.
And when I saw where he placed the keys, I knew I could guarantee myself a win. The question was, would
Why would you announce that on stream? Leave them on the table. By the window, by the way.
I feel bad stealing his car?
I'm gonna be honest with you, that's y'all's whip. I drive Maybachs and Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and Hellcats. Alright?
And the answer was no.
You just straight up diss your own giveaway car, bro.
So the first step would be finding Jason the Ween's house. And as a pretty popular Twitch streamer, it would be very difficult to, well, no, actually he's right there on Google Maps. Okay, so we grabbed our device and a couple days later,
It's
got
that
ready to,
simple.
win this car. But as we approached the Faye's house, the reality started to set in. This would be the first time I'd be stealing a car that didn't belong to someone on my payroll. This was for real.
So, am I hopping on VR chat?
Jason was going to be streaming himself playing a VR game while his car sat untouched in the driveway. So who would finish first? Jason setting up a VR headset?
Let's go, buddy.
Or us stealing his car with a baby monitor?
Getting strapped up for VR, boys.
We're on camera now, so a little tough.
Let's go, man.
There's gotta be scripted. Like they put the key there on purpose. And he's conveniently using VR.
Oh wait, Wolves, can you fix the audio after?
Yeah, well. Are you holding up? Yeah, okay. One more time. All right, stay there.
Is this also a ring ad?
Come on. Don't forget to turn your thing on.
No.
It is.
No, how are you gonna press the buttons? Are you slow?
Wait, then why is this my right hand?
This is your right. It goes like this.
Why?
Oh, it'll fix itself.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Somebody help.
Okay, I think we can take these off.
Hey, I'm not even gonna lie, but stealing a car and actually being successful gotta feel electric, bro. It gotta feel unreal. Like your first job. The feeling, the pure feeling of success. Adrenaline.
Once we got far enough away to pull over and pull up Jason the Weed stream, we were able to virtually return to the scene of the crime.
Griff called me like twice and said check your phone, by the way.
Oh god.
Yeah, what happened?
What?
Do
Say
tell.
it.
Pray tell.
Say it!
Oh my god, bro.
Just, he's stunned.
Bro. 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 Throw your car, man.
That was these guys.
He hyped up this car, and now he got stolen.
It's gonna show it. Oh, these thieves are very handsome.
However, the one thing I was wrong about, poor Jason, was that I did actually feel pretty guilty.
I get excited to show y'all the car. The only good thing that happened this week was I was able to give away a car.
Mark, I'm so guilty right now.
Yeah, they gotta feel
I'm
terrible.
like dancing.
And I knew I had to make this right, because it had tragically sucked all the fun out of being a pretend car thief. But first, I had to get Jason's car actually stolen, because it was time for phase 2 of our operation, which was to rig the car with 12 independent GPS location trackers hidden in a bunch of different car parts to reveal what these thieves are actually doing with these cars after stealing them, which meant it's time to get this car stolen. Again. Stolen again. So we left the car on this specific street because according to a report published by car insurance companies, this neighborhood had the highest auto theft rate in all of Los Angeles. And since no city in America has more car thefts than Los Angeles, all we had to do was wait.
Damn. I don't know what I thought, but I didn't know LA had like car thefts like that. That graph is insane, bro.
We didn't have to wait long. Because at exactly 2:15 a.m., this happened. And despite pulling the extremely impressive move of shutting the car door with another car, let's see that again. These
They hit another car.
Because if you listen
How
to the
dumb
giggling,
are you?
you'll realize what we soon realized, that this car had been stolen by some kids fresh out of high school. And as we would come to find out, teenagers are responsible for 75% of all stolen cars, often in gangs who are doing it to either joyride and post on social media, which seemed to be the choice of our teenage car thief, or to go on a temporary crime spree, like breaking into cars because if someone reports their license plate, it tracks back to a stolen car and not to them. And then organized crime is responsible for the remaining 25% of car thefts, where they'll either quickly get it out of the country, like on a shipping container to Asia, or over the border into Mexico, or they'll take it to a chop shop, hiding in plain sight because it doubles as a legitimate auto body shop, where it will be stripped for parts in as little as an hour after being stolen. But again,
in an hour.
Been stolen by a pro.
Look at this, it got fully spaced for all of us. You want me to pick you up, Marcelo?
Ours had been stolen by a teenager who wanted to flex.
Bro, we're gonna be chilling in the whip. That's on God, we're not getting caught. Marcelo, where you at?
But unfortunately for him,
Marcelo! You trying to get picked up or not?
Hey, bro is even saying like names and everything. Kids, man. And people work hard for these cars. Like, I'm laughing, but it's not funny, guys. Like, people work hard only for someone to do this. A kid at that, who doesn't even know how hard people work for their things. And if you're watching this and you've ever had your car stolen, did you get it back, or they took it to a chop shop? Or did you find out like it was shipped overseas? Like, what happened? I'd like to know, bro.
He couldn't find anyone who cared.
Well, you're weird.
Because whenever our thief wasn't driving like a maniac, he was desperately trying to convince his so-called friends to join him.
Hop in.
He tried one friend who didn't want to get in the car.
Hop in, why you walking?
And when they did get in, it was so awkward.
To pick up nobody?
They left pretty quickly. He tried another person
Hey, bro.
who clearly could use a ride.
You're waiting for the bus?
But they also wanted no part of these bad vibes. So he took one last crack at
Yeah, nobody wants to be a part of that.
To chill.
Please do it for the gang. My mom's awake. As soon as I leave, she's gonna be calling my phone. She's never gonna talk to you again. I'm outside by myself right now. You're telling me about your mom. Sneak out.
The problem was Marcelo didn't realize the thief knew what he was doing.
It don't got no cameras, fool. It don't have no cameras. Why you being weird? I know what I'm doing.
So our thief decided to cut his losses and head home, taking one
This guy is dumb.
Pancaking a passing cat before parking the car at home. Upon which he seemed to finally notice there were indeed multiple cameras in the car, and knowing what he's doing, swiftly disabled them.
What a
Despite us having 4
dumbass.
hours of HD footage of his face. Again, not a pro. Especially considering that, in addition to the cameras, we'd filled the car with 12 GPS trackers, which
You're going to jail. You're going to jail. If I can find that meme, I'm going to put it on here, bro. Or even if I remember, but what? You're stupid and you park it at your house too. Why are you parking at your house with a stolen car?
recorded his movements for the next 5 days across the city until it suddenly stopped at this location, which turns out was a storage lot for impounded cars the city uses, which is absolutely poetic that of the 37 broken laws he got away with, the one that took him down was a simple parking violation from a Los Angeles meter maid. So with that, it was time to return to the scene of the crime and come clean to Jason that while I had no way of getting his original car back, I had a much better option I knew his chat would greatly appreciate. Time to give Jason the good news. His housemate's
A Rivian!
Since I have no desire to subject anyone
I bet you it's a Rivian.
It makes the perfect time to tell you exactly how easy it is to prevent your car from ever being stolen like
Does this guy have no
Just
security?
stop your key fob from hearing the car's irresistible whisper, no matter how loud the thieves try and make it. So step one is easy. Just never leave your keys right by the front
Foil.
door. But then for step 2, to play it safe, you need some earplugs for your key fob. And that can be as simple as a cookie tin. And to prove how well this actually works, as you can see, I can open the door like this, but if I put it in the tin first, the key fob can't hear the car whisper. And that means the car door doesn't open up. And that works because the wireless signals want to take the path of least resistance. And since metal is much more conductive than air, the signal hits the outside here and travels just through the metal before continuing on. It's a protective electronic bubble we call a Faraday cage, which is why this person is perfectly safe inside their metal chainmail. Now, if you don't have a cookie tin on hand, 1 penny's worth of aluminum foil is enough to make a pouch that will plug your key's ears, as you can see here. By the way, this even works with your phone. If you wrap it in only a single layer of aluminum foil with no gaps, it will be immediately taken off the grid, dropping all calls. Now, you can buy these
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Online for like $10, but just make sure you test them, because 2 of the ones we bought to try out were total scams and didn't work at all, which, come to think of it, may just be Dimitri's side hustle. And as for Jason, now that he was out of the shower, it was time for me to come clean as well.
Hey Jason.
Dude.
So, remember when your car got stolen that one time? This is exactly how I did it.
Oh my god, bro.
I came up to the door like this.
Oh my god. Dude, I sent the whole tweet out.
And he loved the good news, but it wasn't all good news.
Do I get to keep the car?
It was stolen after we had it. The good news is, I have another car for you. It's a 2026 Rivian, brand new.
I knew it was a Rivian.
Really? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for being a good sport. I apologize for making you feel so bad for so long.
Don't worry about it. Hey, this makes up for all of it.
Just, you know, don't leave your keys by the front door.
Noted.
Yeah, why would you put the keys there? That was so dumb. Why would you do that? But it's crazy, bro. Like, your car can be stolen so easily, but you could also easily prevent it from happening. Just use a foil. Get a Faraday cage. I think you called it a Faraday cage. Yeah, that's simple, and get used to using it. Personally, I'm putting my keys in a Faraday cage or I'm getting a foil. But that was crazy though. That was insane. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and on that note, thank you for watching and I'll catch you on the next one.